everybody that we are about to go live, and we would love for you to join us. Today we're talking about friendship and fashion. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. God, we thank you for another opportunity. Today, we're talking all about friendship. And what better way to kick it off than with the ultimate friend, Jesus. Just like in our friendships, sometimes we try to handle things on our own, and we end up foregoing peace and carrying needless pain. But the beauty of true friendship is knowing we can take it all to the Lord in prayer. Whether we're facing trials, temptations, or just need someone to share our sorrows, y'all, He is always there, faithful and true. So as we dive into today's discussion about friendships, remember, real friendship means leaning on each other. And just like with Jesus, we should never feel discouraged. What a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and griefs to bear. Oh, what a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, what peace we often forfeit, and oh, what needless pain we bear. Oh, all because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. Have we trials and temptations? Oh, is there trouble anywhere? Oh, we should never be discouraged. Just take it to the Lord in prayer. Oh, I love this part right here. Come on. Can we find a friend so faithful, who will all our sorrows share? Oh, Jesus into the Lord in prayer. Say it one more time. We're gonna take it to the Lord in prayer. Oh.
All right, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in today. But right now, get up and bring your energy, because it's time to start the Sisaundra Show!
Yes! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sisaundra Show! Y'all make some noise for my band For the Culture! Yeah. Guys, what a friend! What a friend we have! Would y'all put your hands together? Our music director on keys, Chris Baptiste! Suck Pontano! Luke Delamo on guitar! Mr. John Clark on drums, keeping it funky! Doc Bass! Doc Reed is on bass, y'all! Y'all better give it up for Doc! Oh! Ooh. Yes! Thank y'all so much! They are For the Culture!
Come on, LTC.
FTC!
Come on, now y'all give it up for Sisaundra Lewis in the house today. All right?
Woo! Listen, we are having a great time today. Y'all know this is Women's History Month. So today we have a designer whose journey from a small town dreamer to a rising star in the fashion world is nothing short of inspiring. With a passion for creativity and a keen eye for detail, child, this artist is making waves on the global stage, bringing fresh, unique styles to life. Y'all, please join me in welcoming LaDarious McGraw to the Lavender Couch! Woo! LaDarious! Whoa! Woo! Looking good! Hello, dear. Oh, so much is great to see you. Please have a seat. Ooh, LaDarious, we knew you were going to get the memo.
Of course.
You
I was
look
coming to see
fabulous.
you.
Oh, I adore you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Indeed, indeed. So, from a small town, your beginnings, you had small town beginnings to making your mark in the fashion world. Your journey is truly inspiring. It's truly remarkable. Can you take us deeper into how your passion for fashion, I love that, developed from childhood sketches to the powerful designs that you create today?
Oh, Lord. So the journey began early elementary school. Even like during classes, I would always design. Everyone from teachers, the students, everyone would tell you, I didn't do work. I designed in class.
Really? There was nothing on your mind
that was
except
it.
sketching, design?
That was it.
Well, that's what you were created to do.
That's it.
That's a big sign. That's a great sign.
I've been walking in my gifts since I was a kid.
Wow. And when do you remember was the first moment you realized this is what I want to do? What age were you?
I want to say back in middle school.
Really?
I was about 13, 14.
That's strong.
Yes, ma'am.
So fashion has so many defining eras. We all know that. Do you have a particular era or iconic style that shapes your aesthetic or that you continuously draw inspiration from for your designs?
Of course I do. The 70s.
70s.
Yes, I love the flared pants, the high waist cuts. The disco era, that was just funky all around. They just put so much sass into it from the men and the women.
Is that coming back around?
Of course.
Because you're bringing it back, right?
I have to.
I love it. So in your experience, LaDarious, what are some common obstacles or difficult moments you face when working with clients? And how do you overcome them to keep the creative process flowing?
All right. So I would say being in my location, I currently reside in Charlotte. So we don't have many showroom options. I'm making a few connections. So that would be like the biggest obstacle is not having the showroom options. But I also take on the challenge as a designer to create and pull through for my clients.
That's wonderful. So regardless of what you don't have, you use what's in your hands.
Of course.
That's what's up.
In my hands and in my heart.
I love that.
Yes,
your
ma'am.
hands and your heart. So every designer has projects that leave like a lasting impression. What's been your most memorable project or collaboration so far, and what made it stand out for you?
I would say back in September last year, working with She Magazine, they asked me to open up their 10th anniversary award show with the
Really?
fashion show.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's huge.
Thank you. And Billy Porter was in the audience.
Stop it. Do you know I know Billy personally?
What?
Billy and I used to be on the same label.
Okay.
Yes. And now he's this fashion icon,
Yes.
singing artist.
Yes.
And he was on the front row.
He was on the front row, and as soon as I sat down, he pulled me and congratulated me.
Oh, that's
Yes,
so
ma'am.
awesome. He's a cool guy.
He is.
Cool
He is.
person. So fashion is always shifting.
Mm-hmm.
What key trends are you excited about right now? And how do you see them influencing your work or the industry as a whole?
I'd say right now, the gender fluid ensembles. I love a great unisex piece. I believe if you can look fabulous as a woman and clean and distinguished as a guy, it's just that middle ground. You're able to show up as yourself and authentically, regardless of the gender norms.
That was so well said. I appreciate that. So with your unique approach to fashion, what would you say sets you apart in today's styling and design world?
Just what you said, as a stylist and designer. As a designer, I'm able to curate, well, not curate, I'm able to construct the looks. I understand how the fabric lays. I understand what works for the body and what does not. And as a stylist, I create the look. So I go from concept to execution.
Concept to execution. Well, I want to just say, whoa, right on the money. Thank you so much for joining us. It's
Thank
been a
you.
pleasure sitting here chatting with you. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Y'all make sure y'all check out LaDarious on social media. Don't go nowhere. Hey!
Check. Hey, Rashida, we already are. Sisaundra Show.
Y'all, we've been jamming to the sound of For the Culture. Fellas, listen, it's time to get real up in here. So let's dive into some no filter. Y'all, today's guest is known as the friendship enthusiast. We sang about friendship. We sang about the ultimate friendship. This is a certified friendship coach. She is the founder of Pure Friendships and all about helping you navigate the highs and lows of friendships. Kingdom style. Oh, come on. Kingdom style. So we reached out to you, our viewers, to send in your burning friendship questions. And trust me, y'all did not hold back. Our guest is here to dish out real advice on everything from how to deal with toxic friends to figuring out if your friendship is worth saving. Oh, so get ready for some real talk because this segment is about to get good, baby. Woo! No filter, y'all. Please welcome out the one and only Samantha Liberal. How's it going?
It's amazing.
Fabulous. Have
Thank
a
you
seat.
so much.
You're welcome. Y'all got the memos today. When I tell you the colors are breaking. All right, so we are going to do No Filter is our segment. And we had questions sent in to us. Are you ready to answer them?
I'm ready.
Okay,
Let's do it.
friendship quote coach. Here we go. Let's go. First question is from Tanya. Tanya says, I've been friends with someone for years, but lately they've been acting distant. It feels like something's changed, but they're not saying anything. I've tried to reach out, but they keep brushing me off. What do I do when it feels like they've outgrown me, but don't have the courage to admit it? Ooh, Tanya.
Ooh, that's a good one. So what I would say to Tanya is, do you have the courage to tell your friend that something has shifted? Because sometimes we reach out, we're waiting for the person to tell us what's going on, but we don't ask the questions that we need to ask in the friendship in order to move forward. It's a
two-way street,
yes,
right?
It's a two-way street.
Yes.
So instead of sitting back and waiting for this friend to fess up to what has shifted, what has happened, take control.
How do you take control if you're reaching out and this person is not responding? Do you then just say, hey, I've been trying to reach out to you, so now I'm sending you a text message. I just want to know, like, what's going on?
Yes, take it to the next level. Call, text, but be direct as to why you're calling.
Send smoke signals. Do whatever you need
Start
to do.
a fire.
If it matters, yes.
Yes, and ask the question directly. Hey, I've noticed XYZ, what is going on? And if that person doesn't respond, the answer is clear that this person...
And that has to be the closure that you get, right?
And that's the closure that you get. And that's okay. Outgrowing our friendships is something normal that we need to get comfortable with. And
you know, when you become friends with somebody, though, you're like, oh, my God, they're going to be friends forever. We're going to be friends forever.
Yeah.
And what does forever really mean?
Listen, forever for me is forever on this journey.
Forever on this journey in this chapter or
in these chapters
in the season. Okay, forever, ever. Let's move on to this next question. All right, Tanya, I hope that helped you. This is Samira. Samira says, I'm the one who always initiates plans and checks in, but it feels like my friend never makes the effort to reach out unless they need something from me. How do I stop feeling like I'm the only one keeping this friendship afloat? So please help Samira out.
So Samira, it goes back to communication, because this is one of the major red flags in friendship where it's one-sided.
Yes.
And you're the giver and you're the one calling and texting all the time. And you have to stop and say, you know what, maybe I need to talk to this friend about how much I'm reaching out and why they're not able to reciprocate.
Yes.
And this can go in two different ways. This can make the friendship stronger because now your friend can explain to you, hey, this is why I'm not able to plan. I'm not a great planner, or I don't have the finances in this season.
Right.
Whatever the excuse might be. Or the friend can tell you that they may not feel the need to do the things that you're requiring or asking them to do.
Your
I had that happen to me.
expectations are not what I have to meet.
Yes.
If that's what you're saying.
I've had that
So
before.
is that a friend?
Well,
What a friend. Is that a friend.
So it could have been a friend in the season, but it may not be the type of friend that you thought they were. There are levels to friendship.
Ooh,
and I
there's-
talk about that all the time. Are you making this person a best friend, or are they an acquaintance?
Ooh, there is levels to friendship. Can you have more than one best friend?
You can have one or two best friends. You can.
I'm done with that. All right.
Where they
So
at?
I think that's a great answer. Let's move on. Samira, we hope you have a better situation with your
Yeah.
friend. That's crazy. All right, Jay. Jay says, I've been watching my best friend stay in a toxic relationship for months, and it's starting to tear her down emotionally. I've tried to talk to her about it, but she just gets defensive. How do I support her without pushing her away, and how do I handle the guilt of not being able to do more?
Well, Jade, it's not your responsibility to gear the ship of relationships for your friend.
True.
Be there as a support system when she needs you. If she needs a lending ear, listen, I'm willing to hear you 100 times and give you the same advice 100 times until one day it clicks. Now, Jade, if this starts to affect you personally as the friend, where you feel like you're going through a breakup or a toxic relationship as well, now it's time to have the conversation about how this is affecting me.
Because it does trickle into your friendship as well. Because
Yes,
you
it
know
does.
you be hearing about it all the time. Girl, he did this.
Again.
And you got to hear the same stories over and over and over again 100 times. Still listen, but don't judge. We listen, but we don't
Don't
judge.
judge.
And then it's just like, but what do you do when it's just toxic?
You tell your friend that this is toxic, or this conversation is always toxic, and this is how it's affecting me. I would rather us not focus on this. Let's focus on the things that we could focus on for you to either leave this relationship or move on.
From what, our friendship? You going to
Yes.
leave the relationship or
Leave-
move on from
from
our
our
friendship?
friendship.
Correct. Because you can't keep doing this.
No, we can't.
Okay. Jade, that's what you got to do. Let's move on. boo.
Move on.
Okay. This is from Damien. I love it.
okay.
I've known my best friend for years, but we've grown in different directions. They've started hanging out with a new crowd and seem to care less about our old friendship. I don't know how to talk to them about how I'm feeling, and I don't want to seem desperate. How do I handle this situation without making it awkward or forcing them to choose? This is interesting. When your friends start hanging around other folk that you don't get along with, and you're growing in different directions, what do you do?
So Damien is an A1 since day one, seems like.
Yes.
And there's some new friends coming into the picture now. You really have to ask yourself if you're being selfish in the moment, or if you guys have truly grown apart and seeing the difference. And having that conversation can be uncomfortable, but you have to realize when your friends have kind of like moved on from the friendship. And it's sad. It's sad, unfortunately, where we sometimes have to go in different directions. And it's kind of hard to have that conversation. But I will say this, Damien, don't ever feel like you're desperate or you can't express your feelings when it comes to your friendship, because we value friendships. And I think the culture has it where we make it seem like, oh, well, I don't want to seem desperate. You are desperate for your friendship because you value.
True. Do you show it?
You show it.
Most people are afraid to show
You
that
show it. This
desperation.
matters to you.
It obviously does. If you're
Yes.
writing in, Damien, I
Yeah.
understand. It means something. So I hope this also helped, Damien. Let's move on to this next one. Tyler says, I've been dealing with some heavy personal stuff, but I feel like my friends don't really understand the depth of what I'm going through. How do I explain without sounding like I'm trying to gain sympathy, but still get the support I need? Now that's difficult.
This is difficult. And this is why I always tell people to have a different, diverse portfolio of friendships.
Yes.
If
Ms.
you
Liberal,
have this
speak to
one
them.
friend and you're expecting this friend to understand your business issues, your financial issues, they're not going to get it. You need friends that you can actually go to that will understand. So, Tyler,
Yes.
are you meeting new people? Are you finding the right people that you can talk to about these particular situations? Because you already know that they're not going to get it.
They're not going to get it.
So
It's
go
not like
to
a
the-
marriage. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You can have more than
You can.
one friend. And when you do have all of these issues, one person can't address all of that. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that to our attention. But this is so interesting. What do you do when you've If you try to diversify and have friends, then you can also have that jealousy that you spoke of. Like most people don't like to share their best friends. Do y'all like sharing y'all best friends? Look, everybody's like, no, we don't like to share our best friends. They're supposed to be our best friends. If I tell you all my secrets, you can't go be best friends with somebody else because you might tell all my secrets.
That doesn't always happen that way.
But not best friends.
Yeah, I share my best friend, but the relationship.
You share your best friend?
I do. But the relationship because I'm confident in the relationship that I have with my best friend. I know that there's nobody else that can give her a Samantha, and she can't give me who she is as well. So I share her because I'm confident in the relationship.
Okay, that's good. How long y'all been friends?
We've been friends for over 8 years.
That's so awesome. Now, I have a friend that I've been friends with since I was 3 years old, and she knows where the dead bodies are. Trust me. It's a great thing to have a friend like that. But I think as we grow older, we start meeting new people, and I think it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a best friend? Y'all got best friends? Oh, yeah. Do y'all got the next friends to the best friends?
Yeah.
Yes.
The next friends? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Listen, well, this has been so
Yes.
fun and enlightening. I'm sure it has helped so many people, not just the ones that have written in, but our viewers as well.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Samantha.
Thank you for
God bless
having
you.
me.
And our viewers, thank y'all so much for joining us. We love you. Until next time, we'll see you right back here for the culture.
Yeah, thank y'all so much. All right, y'all, come on. Do this for me now. Just scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen. Because we've got so much more exclusive content for everybody right here, only on the Sisaundra Show. Thanks so much for tuning in and hanging out on the beautiful Carmerosa set. Thanks so much for hanging with our amazing guests. So until next time, we'll be right here, ready for you, waiting on you, only on the Sisaundra Show.